Hello and welcome to my Sunday Frown. So today I did a get ready with me on TikTok, but I was trying out the Sigma Beauty concealer again and checking out how my lashes did. If you want to see those, I have those in shorts where I applied the lash tint and tried out the Sigma concealer color corrector. It looks really good. Um, but today here on this mukbang, I have fresh horchata, and I have breakfast. I have an omelet with peppers, onions, cheese, and the pancakes I have left over, and some home fries with a nice squirt of ketchup. So these home fries have onions and peppers, and I just put some Badia Complete seasoning on it. And I want to taste this horchata because I've been dying to taste it. Mmm. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I actually boiled up brown rice with it. And it's just a mix. Like you can see it in one of my hauls when I got it. But let's dig in. So yeah, I was actually on my live and I was boiling up the potatoes and I got into some sensitive subjects, but I really think that it's important that we talk about, these things on every platform. I think every platform, is an opportunity to get word out to people, to get awareness started, you know and sometimes stories hit, then and there on certain apps. And I think, why not open a conversation where I'm at, too? Because, like, you can see threads and comments and stuff, but you don't see other people chiming in. Sometimes, people aren't aware. Sometimes they don't know the full story, or they don't know that their feedback matters, their opinion matters, that a discussion, you know, could be had. Hmm. Let's try these home fries. Do you put hot sauce on yours or ketchup? Mm, that is really good. Like I said, I really need the recipe because I don't know how to make that. But I want to try this omelet. Of course, I would cut a piece. Oh, here's some cheese on it. So I put that Skyline hot sauce on it. Mmm. Mmm. That is good. I used 2 eggs for this one and a little bit of milk. Everybody says you put a splash of milk, so I put a splash of milk. Just to try it out. And that's good. I think I made these so chunky. I'll show you. Like, why did I make it so chunky? But these pancakes, I think the day after are kind of chewy. But you know, So it's been really quiet lately, and I'm thankful that it's been quiet here. But hopefully, you know, the weather is good and I can go back to my routine. You know, I think it's important that I keep my routine. And even though I feel like there's so many people trying to at me, like I can never get peace, but I mean, I go live anyway, so it's not like there's like all these hidden fears. I think to be honest, like growing up around here, you learn to trust, what you know. Like not just knowing who lives where or what businesses are open at times and where's the police and things like that. Like not just that, but be educated about the environment, be educated about things like geography and be very aware of your surroundings whenever you're out and about. And one thing for sure with this crazy weather, check the weather, check the forecasts, check what times there's going to be drastic changes or if there's going to be any alerts that you need to look for. You know, make sure your devices are charged, especially if you're going to be near water. I'd say if you're going to be anywhere like 3 miles from water, from a body of water, be sure to check your alerts. I'm a very active person, but one thing's for sure, I don't like getting caught like by surprise. Even if I have to do a detour, I don't really like surprises, especially because I'm more geared towards fitness when I'm streaming. Like, I like to know what's going to happen in my stream and that everything's going to be safe and sound. But I'm very insecure about my home fries, but I don't know. It's a potato dish, and in my opinion, you can't really go wrong no matter how you cook it. It's really good. Hmm. This is one of my better omelets. I didn't put any meat in it. So I've been looking forward to doing new makeup unboxing. So I'm all ready for it. But um, I don't know. I just kind of feel like really lately kind of more insecure because I haven't been working out and stuff. But I'm like, you me like some time and to feel like more, myself. And then I'll start posting like usual. I just, with everything going on and knowing that, eventually I'd have to, I have to kind of deal with the issues on screen like I do off screen. I think it got me, it got me feeling really heavy. So now that the burden is lifted and everything's out there, I think I'm just now getting adjusted, because like I have, you know, so many layers to me than I ever have before. And like I feel vulnerable now. So just give me some time. And we'll be back to our old ways of posting. It's just something that I'm dealing with inside me that feels like, I need to spring back and, you know, get that energy back in gear. And they always say, it's better to tell the truth and be honest than to be hiding things, because essentially you're just you're just buying time and buying time. And whenever you do that, things kind of get, like entwined to the point where people are kind of um tripping, tripping over each other, and kind of um how they say, when the webs you weave, like when you lie, the first lie, that's the first web, and then you have to lie again to make a cover for that lie, and then it's like more and more, and just it entraps you as a person, but to be liberated and be able to come out and say, these are the facts and this is what's going on behind the scenes. I think that has very, very, very also made me feel more human than I ever felt, and more vulnerable than I have ever as a person. So, but thank you all for being supportive, and um, thank you for not judging me. I really, really appreciate that. And obviously, thank you for letting me lean on you when things were getting really tough. Because there were times when I thought, you know, that I wouldn't be able to make it through, and I just have to, stop everything I was doing and live life, some other ways, just find some other ways to do things, because I couldn't imagine living life this way, that I was, not having been upfront about that, what's concerned me for so long. And even if you go through something yourself, you know, don't be afraid to come out and say it. Don't be afraid and intimidated. Come out and tell your truth and let the people know, if you see an officer and you need to tell them, go ahead and tell them. Don't let nobody stop you. If you need to talk about it, find somebody to talk about it, a counselor, a therapist, and talk about it. If you want to tell a friend about it, go ahead and tell your friend, confide in that person that's always been by your side, and, you know, unleash that burden. It's just gonna weigh you down. It's just gonna be heavy in your heart and holding you, kind of hostage in your own body and mind. And, it's gonna be that gravity in your soul. It feels like a rock that just sinking you and sinking you every day that you don't. And like I said, don't think that nobody understands you in a world so vast of so many different peoples and backgrounds and walks of life. We all can find someone to relate to. And your story is very much like theirs, very individual, you know, uniquely you, yet, you know, a very strong, you know, message, I think. And I think that's what represents you. Each one of you is an individual, a soul worthy of love, you know, capable of empathy, you know, and valued and supported by the community. So thank you guys again for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Make something different.